Hello everyone, Russell Wright from networkempire.com and themezoom.com, and we've just completed another 5-day certification event with my friend Dr. Betsy, and she's here to talk about her experience for the event, and we're just going to have a conversation about this. And now, you've been a ThemeZoom member for, gosh, like well over 3 years.
Yeah.
Actually, from the beginning. You were with us. Right?
I was there when you first started the application.
That's right, and you were there with when we had Silo Publisher, and back when Charles Heflin was working with us on the master plan. That's we're moving on to half a decade now, aren't we?
Ooh.
All right, that's scary, but we've been around that long. Okay, just what's the value you received from this course? Did you get what you came for?
Wow, yeah.
Did you get what you came for? You can be straightforward.
I know, but the truth is I'm leaving here without any questions in my mind about what I need to do, and no questions in my mind about how I'm going to implement what I'm going to do. It's just a matter of getting used to doing it and mastering what I'm doing. But it's a real rare experience, to be honest with you. I don't mean I know everything. I don't. But I know, and I can see the whole dream that I had come together, and it's a business that I always really hoped I could have online, and it's there now. It's as good as there.
Let's talk about this without giving any of your proprietary stuff away, because you do have a lot of proprietary information. You arrived and you have several websites. You've been building with us in ThemeZoom. Talk about your vision and what you now know you can implement, and we'll get into the specifics of the course. Like, your vision right now is to have a web empire, specifically organizing all of your products based on theme and converting sales, and also following your students and clients through the process of growth and conversion, right, in the health material that you offer. Do you feel like you have a pretty good, solid model now of how the information and the customers and the keywords and the SEO flows through that network? Do you have a better understanding than you did when you arrived?
Oh yeah, it's a real clear-cut path. It goes a lot of directions, but it's real easy to understand the paths. It's real easy for me to stay on the paths versus getting kind of like sidetracked by things. I'm so sure of the paths, I just want to say I do have a lot of sites I've been building for a while, haven't launched them yet, but the reason I stuck with you guys and I kept following everything you kept coming up with was because I had attended, I should be embarrassed to say how many internet business courses and seminars I've taken over the past 5 or 6 years. It's a lot.
Right.
Maybe it's 50, maybe it's 60, I don't know. And I got a lot from them, and each one had something to offer, but I never left with a unified whole. Never really did. And the one thing I never left with that kept me seeking was, I thought computers, and I told this to Matt, your developer, I thought the reason that we had computers was to lessen our workload. I think a lot of people have thought that was the great thing about computers.
Right.
And I didn't find that. The more I got into computers, the worse my life got in terms of time consumption.
Yeah, I understand.
And I couldn't believe that really is what it was supposed to be like. So I kept looking for that answer of what was automation, what could automation be? It's got to be somewhere. I'm building an online business and I'm using computers. I want my business to leave me with my people and with my content, and I want the computers to do everything else. And you're the only company I ever studied with who showed me how you do that.
Really? Okay, let's talk about that. What just jumps out, as far as what you learned while you were here, and what you've learned from us in general, what jumps out that differentiates what you've learned from us in terms of automation from other things you've taken, all these courses, side courses?
What jumps out? Well, I know how to construct the foundation of each website that I build, every blog that I build, the membership site. I know how to make those, the foundation of them, the architecture, I know how to make it in a way that's lasting and literally design it so that the foundation itself is marketing. It's actually laid out so that even if I don't do anything, it's marketing. It's doing the marketing. The way you position your navigation, it's not just any which way, it's a certain way, and you're doing it in a way that you know what the market's asking for. So the whole foundation starts right, it lasts, and then above that, I know what to do with my pages. I know above that how to start going out into the world on the web and sending out promotional. I know each area above and where to go, and I know how to get that automated. And once I understand it, I can just literally outsource it or have a staff person do it. And I, as the executive, understand exactly the construction of it, but I don't have to be involved in it anymore. It's so. Like I said, it's so simple right now. It was not simple to get to simple, but it's real simple right now.
Getting to simple can be very complex.
yeah, it was worth going here.
Yeah, excellent. So Domain Web Studio, let's talk a little bit about that, because you've been such a faithful friend and customer for so many years for us. You've watched us through the growth of some of our multi-million-dollar applications like Kraken and the rest, and now you see us coming out with Domain Web Studio. And do you feel like your exposure in this event to Domain Web Studio as an outsourcing tool, as a syndication tool, as even the development of your website silo architecture? We've talked a lot about the machine world versus the human world, painkiller versus a vitamin, and website silo architecture that allows you to rank higher for hundreds instead of dozens of keywords using fewer inbound links, right?
Right.
Do you feel like this course kind of gave you a framework even more than you had before using Domain Web Studio?
Oh yeah. I was telling Sue, your other co-founder, that I may have, if I hadn't taken the certification, I may have gotten pretty close, because I'm pretty committed. I would have kept studying all your stuff, and I would have gotten pretty close, and it probably would have worked, but not like it would now.
Yeah.
Not this. It's like you guys took each of those areas that I was left and kind of took me up the ladder a couple more positions that would have been hard to get to, and I really like where I'm sitting right now.
So you're glad you came.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm also going to do some things that some co-founders never do, or some creators of courses that never do on film, and I may or may not include this in this video, but what would you like to see if you could have changed something? If there was something that could have been a little stronger in this event, because these events are evolving. No one's ever tried to teach a full cybernetic SEO and online marketing full syndication business system before. I know, because I've also taken thousands of courses.
Okay, good.
And as a result, we're actually doing something that's never been done. If you could improve or enhance something, what would you have us do the next time? Because we know you're going to come again. So what would you rather have more of?
Yeah, it's odd that I don't have anything that pops up. It really was good.
Excellent.
I received a tape afterwards, so I can reference back to it.
You can review the tape, which all of our students get.
Yeah. If it hadn't been for that, I may have an answer here. But the fact that I can look back at things, anything that I didn't totally remember or something.
So it was a little too rich to not have a backup copy.
Yeah.